Okay, well this is we're beginning our regular pickets for the fall for ECAWAR, and of course this is a particularly important time because the Harper government is embroiling Canada in a new war in Iraq and Syria. If you hear the statements that they're making, where they, basically say civilization depends on this, you know that it's not a matter of 69 advisors, but the beginning of a full-scale war, and that's what is emerging from the U.S. as well. Of course, we know that Canadians were very, very vocal, and a majority of Canadians opposed any Canadian participation in the U.S. And British and their allies' war of aggression in Iraq in 2003. And the Iraqi people have endured almost 25 years of sanctions, bombing, invasion, war, aggression, shock and awe. The estimates are that as many as 3 million Iraqis may have died, and no rational person can think that more of the same is going to bring any different results. It's not going to bring peace and security. It's not going to eliminate the threat of terror. In fact, if we look at who these ISIS or ISIL are, they've been overtly or covertly supported, funded, and even created by the U.S. and its allies. Funded by Turkey, Saudi Arabia, France, Britain, and others. In Syria, they've been called the freedom fighters, the opposition forces, even the forces of democracy, and have received all kinds of covert and overt support. And so now to suggest that the U.S. and its allies who have created this terrible, terrible genocidal war against the Iraqi people are going to be their saviors. I mean, it's just beyond imagining. And it's a very serious situation right now because, Canadians really opposed the last war, and they resisted all the pressure that they should accept the idea that Saddam Hussein had these weapons of mass destruction and there was no choice in all this. And now a phony consensus is they're trying to create a phony consensus in Canada where it's suggested that everyone agrees, and it's getting the tacit agreement of the opposition parties as well. So it's a very, very important time for everyone to stand up and take action.